Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2. Previously, we met up with Sadie and Dutch to attend Kumal Driscoll's hanging in Saint Denis and made sure that they went through with it. So he is out of the picture officially. We also met up with Penelope Braithwaite and helped her and Beau escape their families, Beau Gray, and basically just got them out of the area. And that was pretty much all we did. Moving forward, I actually want to follow up on a stranger mission, one that I missed in my initial playthrough of this back when the game first released, and it has to do with Butcher's Creek or Butcher Creek. So we're gonna head out towards that way and see if we can get that rolling. So, anyways, let's jump back in.
What lovely weather.
Hopefully, this isn't too deep. No.
You okay?
Help!
You sick, partner?
It's in me. They're in me.
You're not well, friend.
Butcher's Creek. Butcher's Creek.
Where?
Butcher's Creek.
Is that where you're from?
Butcher's Creek.
You want me to take you back, or...
They're in me.
Come on, let me get you home.
Butcher's Creek.
Yeah, I'll get you there. Butcher's Creek is the place that we stopped with Charles to pick up some horses when we went to clear out Beaver Hollow. Kind of a little,
Okay, girl.
tiny little town.
The darkness. Who are you? Demons. Devil. You. Obediah.
I think I can see him.
Golly voices. Ah, Lemieux! You found Lemieux! Oh, come here!
Lemieux, hi. That's not a name I've heard before. Other than this, obviously.
Yeah, he was in some distress.
I just drop him.
Yeah, he seems calmer now. I found him out in the woods.
Oh, Lemieux, sweet Lemieux, such a nice man, such a good man. Come here, come on, get up here, help you. Since the troubles began, he's not the same.
It's in me.
Why is he looking at me funny?
No, he's not well. It's the darkness. He said it's the darkness.
Who says it's the darkness?
Well, the village is. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you for lim. Please, Lemieux, not well.
You got anything for me?
Oh, yeah, of course, sir. Love and friendship in darkness. What else are there? Obediah Hinton, that's me.
Yeah.
Love and friendship and love. We're not a rich village, sir, but with love, rich. We thank you.
Okay.
They weren't looking too good, not just Lemuel. Obadiah there wasn't looking too good himself. And if you recall, this area, the wildlife here, if you remember back when we were hunting the legendary beaver and scouting out other animals, some of the animals had like unusual names, like they would be like they just weren't healthy. I don't remember what it was exactly. Like something was off about them. Fuel. Can we talk to Fuel?
Just a scratch.
Such a pretty horse. It's okay. You know me.
The door's open.
Hamish,
Arthur, well, come in.
you said we might go out fishing.
Don't take much persuading to get me to go fishing. Let's go in my boat.
Good.
Here she is. You mind rowing?
Sure. What we fishing for?
Only one thing worth catching in this lake. The great tyrant.
Oh.
Mean as hell northern pike. Eats everything else that spawns around here, its own kind included.
Well, is that our bait then? A jack or something?
Hell no. He's a clever old bastard. I made these. This one's mine. You're gonna have to spare.
They are pretty.
You don't know the half of it. Come on, let's push off. I'll show you where we're rowing to.
Take us over there to the right. We'll set up 10 yards or so offshore. He don't keep far away from me, the tyrant. Wants me to know whose lake it is.
We'll show him who's boss.
The optimism of youth. Right here. We'll cast off towards the island.
Okay.
You got that lure I gave you? Get her out.
Okay, special lake lure.
I spent years working on that. Finding the right combination of feathers, twine, and glimmer. Making them, losing them, getting them right. Tried coins, shell cases, even a medal. Finally found something he seems to like. And now I hear you can buy him in a shop.
Well, it wouldn't be quite so satisfying. Getting him with something shop bought.
Easy for you to say. But maybe I'm inclined to agree.
Whoa, what's this?
Well, you got something?
Ah, I got something, all right.
Hey, you need
Come on
anything?
now, tyrant, I got you. I got you. Come on. Went on slack. Went on slack. Come back. Oh, it's a drop back!
Hamish! Hamish! Stay there. I'm throwing out to you.
Real quick! Bastard just bumped me! Over here!
Hey, come on up here. Come on. You lost anything?
Just my rod. Would've gotten my toes, too, if they weren't wooden.
You want another go at him? I still got my lure.
Nah. He's your fish now. Cast away.
Okay,
We'll come
let's,
at him from the other way. Row over there.
yeah.
When he bumped me, I had to check twice. Thought I'd find a chunk of me missing.
Man-eating pike? That would be at first.
I'm not so sure. Okay, right here. Our hopes of catching this bastard lie with you. Cast back to where we were, and make sure to use that lure I gave you. You can speed that up a little. Come on!
I think I hooked him.
Reel! Let's land the bastard!
He actually
Bring it in now.
put up a good fight already.
Come on! Come on!
Come on. Here we go.
Damn you!
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for? You caught him! Let's row back. Here. Hold her. Pass me the tyrant. That is if you're sure you don't want him.
Oh, I ain't gonna poach from your pond.
I'll give him his honors then. He sure was something, huh?
He was. Thanks for taking me out.
I appreciate the company.
That's one hell of a fish.
Hey, you need something?
So long.
Hey, you ever want to go out hunting? You stop by again.
On me.
Heck yeah. Oh boy. That actually was wearing me out. That's why I don't like doing legendary fish. So if you recall, we've been here a couple of times in the past. And supposedly the face in the cliff is supposed to change if you take down the hanging body. And if you recall back to that, there was a letter on the body that was referencing that the artist hung himself after losing his loved one to a French artist, which I think was supposed to be a reference to Charles Châtenay, the artist that we were, friends with in Saint Denis. I've never read that anywhere. That's my assumption. Yep, it's different. So if you recall, this used to be a complete face, which is kind of cool. Kind of a creepy anomaly, if you ask me.
Let's go, girl.
Let's get off the cliff. Go till noon, maybe? I wasn't sure if I had any meat left.
Come on, girl. It's me.
Ain't even gonna ask where you've been.
I don't think I've been gone for that long, have I?
That horse drops a present, you're
Okay,
gonna clean
take
it
it
up.
easy.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
She's dead. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad she shot her. She deserved it. And truth be told, I never liked her anyway. And she betrayed us.
You don't know that.
She told us she was in love. She would have said anything.
Oh, look who it is.
She had to go.
Hello, Karen.
It's bad.
Look who it is. Oh, Arthur. Big, tough Arthur.
You wanna know something, Arthur?
What?
Me too.
I don't know. I don't know. I had something to say. I did.
Take it easy, Karen. On the hooch.
Why? Because a good, sober life will bring me peace and contentment? What a crock of shit this world is.
I just don't think Molly could have told him that much.
If she told them where we are, that's enough.
True.
Yeah, but they didn't show up to Shady Belle. They showed up to the bank.
I don't know what to tell you, Mary Beth. Things are tense right now.
So, how do we fix this?
I ain't sure. Really ain't. We'll work something out.
Or maybe it just can't be fixed. Okay, well, for some reason that fixed the issue. Got my belt buckle back.
It fades. Trust me, it fades.
What fades?
Your youthful bloom. It fades. And it's a horror what's left.
Don't be like that, Miss Grimshaw.
I know how you girls laugh at me. I used to laugh at women just like me when I was young and pretty and sure of the world.
We don't laugh at you, miss.
You do. And you're right, too. I'm laughable. Pitiable. But it'll happen to you, too. They'll stop looking soon enough, and that glass in your hand won't be so friendly neither. Tell her, Mr. Morgan. Tell her about time.
I don't know too much about time, Miss Grimshaw. That's a bit beyond me.
Well, maybe I'll get lucky and die first.
Yes. Well, get to work. Vanity won't help you, young or old.
Well.
It's all over. All over. I don't want to die. Not like this, not... I don't want that. I don't... You... It's all so sad, Mr. Morgan. So very sad. I don't know. I don't know.
I know things seem bad.
We're gonna die here.
Don't give up just yet.
So let's sleep till nightfall. See if that helps press this along. Not to mention, everybody's afraid for their life right now. Just a little, just a little concerned about what's happening.
Begone, sir! Begone! Not because we cares not. No, but because we cares.
What are you talking about?
Demons have us by the throat, sir! It's the darkness! The darkness, it's everywhere. He was right.
What are you talking about?
They come in darkness.
Somebody please help!
They're coming!
Pigs! Oh, somebody help!
Where'd I get this? Oh well, just use it,
Stay
I guess.
inside. Keep your door shut. Nothing dumb. Ma'am, safe now. See if there's any more of them.
Oh, thank you, brother. Oh.
Shit, there's more, all right. Nice and easy. Hey,
Crap.
doing you a favor.
Mangy dogs. That was the word I was looking for.
They's got Kane. They's got Brother Kane.
Where?
Over there.
All right, I'll handle this. Come on!
I'm kind of liking this gun.
You two, back to the village. I'll keep these dogs at bay.
Oh crap.
Now! Relax.
I got you, Larry.
Get away from me! They dead. It's not demons. It's just dogs gone crazy. Ain't nice. Get yourselves home.
No. He said they would come in many forms. And he said his protection would come in many forms.
What are you talking about? It's just sick dogs. Hydrophobia or some other poison.
He said we were not to doubt him.
Get your people home, mister. Then get yourself a gun and kill any sick animals you see. Life will be just fine.
Darkness has come for us. Yeah, he was right.
Who was right?
I was.
Oh,
Protect us from evil. Please protect us. Save us.
protect us from evil. Protect us from evil.
I shall save them.
who are you?
There'll be no more four-legged demons. The curse shall change. The curse has changed.
What curse?
These poor people. I will save you.
I just saved him, and it weren't no curse. It's just sick dogs.
Dark charms possess the woods, I told you.
He did. He told me he did. He told me.
I found one.
That?
Don't touch
He
it.
found the curse!
So?
The woods are full of these. While they remain, the curse will remain. Yet the woods are also full of demons. I will find a way. Oh, have I lied to you thus?
He never lied to me.
Come, Obediah. Feed me.
So, you're saying if someone destroys those charms, the curse is lifted?
The woods are full of demons. And the demons protect the charms. And the charms protect the demons. It's impossible.
I can see that. It's impossible.
There ain't no demons.
Don't disturb the woods. I told you. He would come, and he would help, and he would laugh.
You told us.
The demons haven't met me. You better watch out. I'm kind of liking the shotgun. I might hold on to this. It's time for an upgrade. Let's see what these charms are.
Easy there.
A hero. Okay, so we're spreading out across the water here.
There we go. Yep. Easy. Whoa.
Earlier, I had mentioned that the people in that village weren't looking too good. And if you recall, to earlier on when we were hunting in these territories,
Okay there.
the animals around here weren't doing too well either. I don't remember exactly how it was described, but mangy, I think, was one of the words. So where's the last one? Might need to cross back over. Let's check over here first, though. I remember some of the animals said something about being toxic or something, too. But mangy was one of the words. Maybe it was poisoned.
Easy now.
I hear one. Oh, it's right here. There you are. See, now I got... Oh, now it took my shotgun away. Come on, game. Can't give me a gun that I actually like and then take it away. Oh, wow. Okay. We're gonna need to do some,
Yep.
need to do some respecking on the weapons here, I think.
Who's that?
Remember me? I helped with those dogs. I've been seeing about this curse of yours.
Welcome, brother.
It's a dark omen.
Those charms out in the woods, they all been broken.
All of them?
So I guess that's it for your suffering.
Ah! It's a miracle. We're saved. The darkness lifted.
Not saved.
Huh?
Cursed. He broke the charms. The spirits are set loose.
We're doomed then?
Hold on. You said the charms was protecting the curse.
I said it was a dark omen. I said he had the demon's tongue.
Now, I need some light here. Now, I don't know what to think.
Hey, look at me.
Yeah?
I think something's going on in this holler. And it ain't a curse. And whatever else it ain't, this feller don't want you to know.
Liar! I told you he would lie and dissemble.
Something's up, and this one wouldn't be so quick with ideas he didn't have some clue of it.
I have the gift. My ancestor.
I got a gift right here.
I'm going to commune with the spirits. Dark omens! Dark spirits!
What is he hiding?
He always spoke truthful to us. There is a dig on the other side of the hill there. There was a dig anyway. It's closed now. He always said something about not going over there.
Well, maybe I'll take a look at that dig. See if I can see something.
All right.
A dig, he says. How much clearer the picture becomes. Mangy rabbits, yeah, see?
Easy.
Even the wildlife here is sick. Which means it's coming from the water. And I have a history working with a certain substance that would cause such issues, so. And there we go. There's the issue. That
Easy there.
is acid mine drainage. That's what I worked with on my dissertation. The orange color comes from the oxidized iron that comes out of the minerals.
Well, this is the dig.
So coal and pyrite mining sites have a lot of, or tend to have a lot of iron in them. And it's a normal thing for the minerals to get oxidized if they build up moisture and oxygen. But the term acid mine drainage comes from the idea that mining exacerbates the issue. So the minerals become oxidized and hydrolyzed, and the solid minerals start to bleed out as ions.
Yeah, looks cursed, all right. Who's there? I see you over there. The game's up. There's poison in this mine. God damn you! I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, I think we all know what the mysterious figure was. Well, let's move. Crap. What was it? There we go.
Damn.
Yeah. Can I take that? Yeah, so now we'll get a mining hat.
Where's this runoff heading, huh?
Not that way, let's go this way. Look for airflow and light. If you can find it.
Come on, come on.
Like that. There you go. Okay. So we got a nice little mining hat. So I'm gonna go on a limb here and say we're not gonna be able to climb out of this. So as I was saying though,
Come on.
once the minerals will start bleeding out ions, and some of the main ones with like coal mining and pyrite mining sites are going to be iron, aluminum, manganese,
Somewhere.
sulfates, and along with it, basically just sulfuric acid with minerals in it, in an ionic state. So you basically get sulfuric acid with lots of iron and other minerals. And of course, minerals kind of change depending on the sites you're on. So the real concern isn't necessarily the iron or even the aluminum or the manganese. It's more the recra metals, the other transition metals. And those will kind of be dependent on mineralogy of the site. Now, he was coughing back there, and that wasn't from the tuberculosis. That was from the gases in the mine. One of the things I noticed about being at an acid mine drainage site is the nauseating smell from the hydrogen sulfide that's released. Yeah, that looks not safe. So you could easily get suffocated in one of these areas if, kind of depending on what it's releasing. Typically, acid mine drainage looks like this. It's the orange from the iron, but from the iron hydroxides. But I've actually seen acid mine drainage that left behind green color. I didn't see the site, but it left behind a green color on like the animals and the minerals or the like soils and stuff that it had broken into, and that's because there must have been a lot of copper in it. So the sites can vary quite a bit. So what's poisoning them kind of depends on what's in the minerals. My main concern would usually be lead or arsenic. Cadmium, chromium.
Hey, shoot! Shoot, get out of here! It ain't safe!
So sorry for the environmental discussion, but it is an area of interest to me. Like I said, I guess it's a personal interest, but it's also a professional interest because my dissertation focused on using plants as a way to treat acid mine drainage. Plant treatment's a green technology, and it's effective, but it can be kind of slow. And so you don't want to use it on sites where the problem's immediate, and typically these sites are not considered immediate issues. So, yeah, poison toads. See, I thought there was a poison something out here. So, like I said, the wildlife's being affected by it as well. You might ask why the plants are able to survive, and that's because plants are usually pretty hardy when it comes to a lot of stuff like this. They don't have excretory systems like animals do, but they have ways to manage stuff like moving, like metals, for instance, because that's what's here clearly. It can kind of push them into their vacuole space inside their cells or into the cell wall material where it's not going to like interfere with protein and regular cellular function. And the environmental lesson just went into a biological one. I'm sorry. Focus on the task at hand. Am I right?
Okay,
I
then.
don't want to run you over, little guys. I'm still wearing my mining hat. What do we got going on here?
I told you I would save you. Yes. Said I would lead you out of the darkness.
Yes, show us the light.
I shall. I shall. But first, you have to mark your signs on this paper. It's a powerful magic that will protect you on your journey.
I hereby release, absolve, and indemnify the aforementioned Roanoke Fuel Company.
Stop reading. You didn't tell me you could read.
What kind of trick you pulling now?
Oh, you're back. We thought the curse had got you.
Nope, but he nearly did. Don't you go nowhere. I was down that old dig, and I found this, leaking all the way into the lake. You've been poisoned.
No, we were warned not to heed what you say.
Well, let him tell you then. What's this?
It's nothing.
Nothing? Oh, then you won't mind taking a drink.
Hey!
Please, no! You've killed me. I'm poisoned.
Poison now, is it?
Oh, the dig. All they found was arsenic and lead. I dug down into the cave system and spread. I was meant to get you all to go.
Now you heard it.
It's taken me.
Oh, dear. Dear God, there's no arguing. It's clear as day. We're cursed.
Curse? What are you talking about?
Powerful forces have taken on this town.
It ain't spirits. It's a mining company.
No, it is spirits. Spirits taken through a mining company. Brothers and sisters, we got some praying to do.
Don't pray. Do something. You'll die, or worse.
Just go. It's our curse. It's ours to deal with. Now, the medicine man left some money there. Just take it if you want it.
Interesting. I don't know, do I really want the money? I kind of want the letter. Formal liability agreement. First party, Roanoke Fuel Company of Annisburg, New Hanover, United States of America. Second party, the citizens of Butcher Creek, New Hanover. Subject to the terms and conditions of this agreement, the second party formally declares the following, including the matter henceforth. I hereby release, absolve, and indemnify the aforementioned Roanoke Fuel Company of any liability in relation to the pollution discovered in the water supply on the date published in Section 1 of this document, and henceforth consider the matter concluded. Whenever they say it's in me, I keep thinking of the Ma from The Medium, because he always says it all ends in me. Honestly, I don't care about the money. So yeah, lead and arsenic, or arsenic and lead. Those are actually two specific metals that I've worked with outside of like acid mine drainage. I worked a lot with lead and a bit with arsenic. So again, all this kind of hits home with me, or for me. Saint Denis Times number 50. Doors of iron down, convicts escape Sisika's dungeons. Prisoners a cage of wild animals, crack of rifles heard for miles. Escapees flee via boat. So this is when we broke John out of the penitentiary. Sisika Penitentiary is a well-known cage filled with men who resemble wild beasts, seething, taciturn, and surly. In a premeditated action, some of the striped felons broke free of their cages. The precipitated panic that ensued resulted in a gunfight with guards. A man and a woman assisted the escape of one felon as convicts wrenched the iron doors from their cells, and a volley of bullets flew in every direction, killing convicts and guards in equal numbers. The interior was left a mass of ruins as the savages and animals were eventually rounded up and returned to their dungeons. Prison Governor Heston Jameson said that the prisoner escaped via a waiting boat that whisked him and his accomplices away. Jameson says several days prior to the panic, a flying balloon was seen high overhead, now thought to have assisted in the breakout. And that's when we were in the hot air balloon with Arturo, I think his name was. Several of the men confined on the island believed their sentences to be unfair as they were given multiple years of desertion during these times of war. It is unknown how many died as prison officials are still putting together an official report and tally. O'Driscoll captured, reign of terror over, quick justice expected, consigned to hangman's noose. And this is how we started off the previous episode. For nearly 10 years, citizens of numerous western states have fallen victim to the savagery of Colm O'Driscoll and his gang of outlaws. They have robbed coaches, battered women and men alike, murdered, tortured, and committed sundry unmentionable atrocities. His wild, hot-headed, and impulsive ways are the stuff of outlaw legend. Bounties for his death or capture have long been posted far and wide. That reign of terror came to an end when the leader of the notorious gang, the O'Driscoll Boys, was captured during a routine coach inspection by a deputy. O'Driscoll was examined by Judge Taylor the next day. His sentencing was quick and concise. He will be hanged for murder in Saint Denis, and this must have been before because while he was hanged, we sure made a mess of things afterwards. Tensions high, fears of return to Indian war, Army in Ambarino on edge, Fort Wallace requests more troops. And this was already kind of going on before we got here, but this is what we're getting ourselves tangled up in with eagle flies and rains fall. The management of the reservation is a cumbersome business, and the fact that issues occasionally arise is not the fault of the administration or Congress. Money is appropriated quite liberally and honestly for the care of the Indian people. The children are taught something of hygiene, fed and clothed and given shelter, yet still the Indians contaminate their own water and end up spreading typhoid to all and sundry. The Indian problem will not solve itself. The Crow, Shoshone, Cheyenne, and even the Navajo have signed treaties and been moved to very generous reservations, taking to agriculture, life, and the tenets of Christianity. However, those contained at the Wapiti Indian Reservation remain warlike, spurred on by the chief and his sons. Military officials stationed at nearby Fort Wallace warn that aimed hostilities are a distinct possibility. It kind of hurts to read this. I like how they're blaming them for this. Like they're not the ones, pushing people off their own land, forcing their ways on other people. These Indians, acting in conjunction in harmony with government officials, could prosper and become friends to the Americans who have tamed the lands from New York to California. And there's no such thing as tame. Instead, exhibiting savagery, ingratitude, and surly behavior. The treacherous Indians falsely accuse mistreatment. In light of all the tensions reported in the region, Washington has sent another military delegation to try to reduce the tension. Okay, Blackwater athletics team missing. Friends fear they have been foully dealt with. Members of the Blackwater Athletics Club are still missing, and their friends and family are excited by the gravest fears. They were last seen leaving the north edge of town for a group athletics run, and although the most thorough search has been made for them, they cannot be found. Certain facts around their disappearance have given cause for suspicion. The affair has created a sensation in Blackwater and the surrounding community. They have departed on a run and had intended to return the same evening. Clearly this has nothing to do with us because we were never near Blackwater since the issues that we caused there. Their friends are making a diligent search, and police in neighboring areas have been notified. At first, there were rumors they had been kidnapped by Indians. However, this appears to be false, as no tribes have engaged in theft of livestock or kidnapping in some years. The Blackwater athletics team were training for a competitive meet next month and were expected to take top honors in fencing, wrestling, and baseball. I have an idea of who this might be, but it's not somebody we're going to run into for a while. It's a group, but I don't know if they're actually active at this point. Pinkertons find missing man, originally believed to be murdered. Officials praise the agency. The Pinkerton National Detective Agency has concluded a thorough investigation into the case of a merchant who went missing last month. Conditions at the time of his disappearance led immediately to the theory of murder. However, Pinkerton agents studying his accounts made some startling discoveries. John O'Neill, one of the most popular and widely known merchants in St. Louis, disappeared with a trace last month. Initially thought to have been murdered, certain facts tied to his disappearance have given cause for suspicion. Officials hired the Pinkerton agency to investigate. The agents report that Mr. O'Neill was short in his accounts. Through his shop, Mr. O'Neill handled large sums of money, and according to his friends, fulfilled his trust honorably. After it was disclosed he was up to $5,000 short on his accounts, and had taken, that's a lot of money for that time, and had taken to playing cards regularly. The suspicion of his friends was that he had taken his own life. After a thorough search of the hills and surrounding countryside, O'Neill was found in a ravine, half mad and wishing to die, saying he had brought shame on his name and family. Officials and family members praised the agency for solving the mystery and finding O'Neill, who was recuperating from his injuries and exposure. Founded in the 1850s, the Pinkerton Agency has been instrumental in solving several disturbances, including labor disputes, and was even known to have foiled an assassination plot on the president. Interestingly enough, the Pinkerton Agency actually still sort of exists today. It's, I think the word is subsidiary of a bigger group. I can't think of their name, though. I want to say a Swedish group? Somewhere in Europe, I don't remember. Love letter to Wall Street, $25 million in tax dollars given. Public is indignant. Wall Street banks are expressing worry that the public is displaying misplaced outrage and indignation over the pouring of $25 million in tax dollars into the stock exchange to protect asset values. They say it is needed because of the inelastic rules of the national banking system. However, many say that it is gross misrepresentation of the facts. Wall Street has been fighting against government regulation for many years now. Senior bankers argue the claim that the only way the system can work is for them to get handouts of tax dollars is a ludicrous assertion and that the system works as intended. A refrigerating machine invented, replaces larder and root cellar in homes. That's interesting. I thought this didn't come until closer to the 1900s. Oh wait, we are closer to the 1900s. Sorry, we're closer than I'm thinking in my mind. Yeah, this is right. The need for a constant replenishment of blocks of ice in order to keep the icebox well stocked and cool might be a thing of the past. A patent has been filed for a mechanical refrigerator that does not require replenishment of ice, no matter how hot the weather outside. A regulator automatically controls the flow of the refrigerating medium in the pipes of the apparatus, their use of thermostatic pressure in the compressor. I wonder what they're using for refrigerant at that time. The reason I was thinking that was off track is I'm watching another show right now that takes place, initially starts about 10 years before, 10 to 20 years before this. It's pretty close in timeline, but just far enough away that they don't really have refrigerators yet. but they do get to that point in the show eventually. The device would, and that's Ripper Street if you're interested. Really good show. The device would allow the grocer or butcher to preserve meats and fish at a constant temperature and no longer worry about spoilage due to the inclement weather. Ugh. Can we just skip these? The Art of Angling by Jeremy Gill. Muskie. I hate this guy, and I'm going to say that every time I read these. Any wise angler knows that a day on the water seeking muskellunge is a pleasant pastime indeed. A man can be excused for suspending brotherly love at the moment the serene calm is broken by a throbbing tug on his pole, threatening at any second to lose control. Wow, that could be misinterpreted very badly. He shrieks with pleasure, moaning as he fights the slimy beast, finally claiming victory. They did this on purpose. Dripping, holding a writhing fish to his manly bosom. The fish is not what came to my mind there. Glory and relief are his. The muskie is a predatory fish that favors a lake lure, likes overcast conditions, and fights hard. My fans have begged me to come claim a monster muskie off the coast of Roanoke Ridge. I may go someday if I see you. Don't be shy. I won't bite. I'm not a muskie, after all. Oh boy. I really hate that man. Alright, that is a good place to close things out. To recap, we met a new stranger, which was... I don't remember the first guy's name. Well, we met a new stranger named Obediah, who was talking about demons in the forest around Butcher's Creek, which turned out just to be dogs. And then we found out he was being fed this information by some medicine man who was not actually a medicine man. He was working for some oil company. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's the one out of Annisburg, so probably something related to Cornwall in some way, even though Cornwall's gone at this point. But apparently there was a dig at this site, and all they found was lead and arsenic. It started to poison the waters around Butcher's Creek, and that's probably why the people there haven't been looking too healthy. And, clearly they need to do something about it. I knew that the animals were sick, as we've seen that previously. And I kind of had an idea of what the situation would have been, because I'm familiar with acid mine drainage, which is where this came from. So kind of an interesting turn of play. So the medicine man was trying to trick them into signing contracts, waiving liability, for what they did to the town, essentially, which is kind of, disturbing and wrong. Throughout that, we also made a stop to see Hamish and ended up catching legendary fish with him, which was pretty cool. But with that being said, we're going to close things out here. I will be continuing today, so if you're here live, stick around. Otherwise, thank you all for joining, and I will see you all later.